mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink with a variety of flavors and carrot cake muffins with cream cheese frosting. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
What's better than beautiful jewelry from Sartor Heyman? How about 60% off Sartor Heyman jewelry? 2 days only at the outlet by Sartor Heyman. For 2 days only, everything in the outlet store is 60% off. Friday, May 17th and Saturday, May 18th only, all jewelry is 60% off. Get in early for best selection. When it's gone, it's gone. The outlet by Sartor Heyman, 12th and O, downtown Lincoln only. Go to sartorheyman.com for details.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what the launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box.
Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Education is a cornerstone to building a strong, vibrant community. I voted for the historic increase in funding for education in the legislature. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Lincoln is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local business owners and understand the valuable role of education in our community. This is Carolyn Bozin, and I am asking for your vote on May 14th, paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Hello?
Jan, it's Kay. Are you and Rich free for dinner tonight? I'm making pizza.
Sounds great. What time?
6 p.m.?
Sorry, can't do it. Wheel of Fortune is on and Rich won't miss it.
You're kidding.
Nope. He's seen every episode since 1975. He won't budge.
Listen, tell him if he comes, we'll buy him a bunch of Wheel of Fortune scratch tickets from the Nebraska Lottery.
Won't work. He has to see the show.
That's just it. Until July 30th, if Rich enters any non-winning $5 Wheel of Fortune scratch ticket online, he could win the ultimate fan trip to Los Angeles, including airfare and accommodations. He'll also win tickets to a live taping of Wheel of Fortune and get to spin the big wheel to win at least $2,000.
That might work. Could you do just one other thing?
Sure. What?
Could you write free spin and pepperoni on every other slice of pizza?
Why don't you just come at 7?
Wheel of Fortune top prize odds, 1 in 112,000.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, this is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, and we are proudly sponsored by Sand Hills Global. Sand Hills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom. And I'm talking really fast because we only got an hour today, so I'm thinking that I can push the 2 hours into 1 hour if I talk really fast.
Speed it up. I was like, man, you're rolling over there. It is Friday, folks. It is Mother's Day weekend. I want to give a shout out to all the amazing mamas that are out there. Be spoiled this weekend. Hope the guys spoil you. You know what cracks me up on Mother's Day, y'all, compared to Father's Day? Mother's Day, you can't find a place to eat at hardly.
Yep.
I mean, everything's packed out. I mean, it is, flowers are all bought up. Father's Day, man, you can eat anywhere in town you want.
Moms are just better than dads.
That's right, man.
They're like that.
It's a trip because, even when you're watching sporting events, back in the day, sometimes you see them, back in the day, you really did. The big signs that said, "Hi, Mom."
Hi, Mom, yeah.
Hi, Mom. And you always still see it. You still see it now when people get on camera. It's Hi, Mom. There's a special place for all the mamas out there. And you think about this when I had my own kids, they would get hurt. And it wasn't dad. They weren't dad's old rough hands rubbing on their heads, throw a little dirt on it. You'd be all right, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're good. They wanted that tender touch from mama. And there is nothing like a good mama. Miss mine like crazy. She was an amazing lady. So if you got your mama still with you, give her a shout out on Mother's Day if you're not going to be with her. So definitely a big shout out to all the mamas this weekend. It is Friday, y'all. This week, it was kind of fast, man, when you think about it. In retrospect, it went pretty quick. Wednesday seemed like it was already Friday. So, but the week went by quick. A lot of sports going on. Josh, what you got going on this weekend, man?
Yeah, so I'm headed up to Lexington. Apologies for the voice, by the way. I was playing the bourbon last night and kind of lost my voice. But
he was playing the bourbon. He was not drinking the bourbon. He was playing the bourbon.
But I am 22 years old, so we are good.
Okay, all right.
But headed up to Lexington to a lake house this weekend with my bandmates just to celebrate all the accomplishments and all the hard work. So
nice.
Should be up there and then back for Supernovas on Sunday afternoon.
Supernovas.
Love it.
They swept last night. 3-0.
Woo! What you got popping this weekend, brother?
Yeah, not much going on. Not much going on this weekend. I might go to a couple graduation parties.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe going garage selling later today.
Dude, there's a bunch of them out there too.
So if you want me to come to your garage sale today, just shoot me an address. Maybe I'll come by and be a garage seller today.
Yeah, shoot us where the garage sales are at. There's a bunch of them.
I think I garage sell like once every 7 or 8 years. So I think I'm due for a garage sale.
Yeah.
So I might do that today. We'll see.
The OJ CJ, good morning to you, brother. The OG CJ, as I always say OJ. The OJ CJ, what's up? He goes, good morning, fellas. Supernovas needing to fill the house Wednesday night for the playoffs. Ticket sales are a little light right now. Go watch some high-quality volleyball if you can. Yeah, OJ, CJ, appreciate the shout-out. I know DP as well as Rico and the rest will be shouting that out. There are tickets for Wednesday. Get in to support the Supernovas as well. Absolutely. Definitely appreciate that. Tommy, good morning to you, Tommy. Tommy says, my wife wants to spend Mother's Day at Hawksfield watching the Husker baseball with our kids. Moms are the best. Yes, they are, Tommy. Happy Mother's Day to your bride, man, and have a great time. Hopefully the Huskers take care of business as they kick off the series, the weekend series with Indiana this weekend. So a big shout out to them. You know what, y'all? I was thinking about this too with Mother's Day. What did you get? What was the gifts you get when you get your mom for Mother's Day? What did you used to do for her?
Let's see. I think what we used to do back when they weren't too bad, we get her White Sox tickets just because she kind of stopped going to games a lot. So we get her White Sox tickets, flowers, candy, all that good stuff. Yeah. Both my parents really are really simple. They're just like, let's go out, let's just be together. So I guess it makes my life easy. But no,
and they pay for it.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, we're gonna be celebrating when I go home at the end of May. Just doing, going out spending the day in Chicago or whatever with Ma. So it should be fun.
Nice. Raff, what did you used to get mom when you was growing up, man?
Nothing. She should give her the pleasure of me being her son.
And that's the nicest guy he knows.
Wow. No, actually, remember when it first started, like grade school and stuff.
Draw pictures and
you
stuff.
were like making the stuff. But it's funny when the years go by, it's that stuff that's like the most precious. Like, I made an angel when I was like in kindergarten, and let me tell you, my art skills never improved from kindergarten. But this angel is so ugly, and it has like cotton hair, and I think I cut a square out for the dress, and then we just put it on like the person that the teacher cut out. And to this day, it's still on top of the Christmas tree every year. It is the ugliest angel of all time. But now I just give my parents money and say, get you guys yourself a nice meal, and away we go.
Absolutely.
I'll say we have a guest, Nick Sainert. If I can get him on.
Oh, he's here already.
Hop in.
Nick
Yeah.
the Quick.
That was quick.
Let's see. Nick, can you hear us? Let me unmute you.
Testing.
Oh.
Nick Sainert, testing.
Nope, we're not getting anything.
Maybe.
Okay, let me try again.
He's got time. And then I'm also really upset. I was telling AD on the way in here. I took issue with Shaquille O'Neal yesterday. Him basically saying, Jokic, you're not the MVP. I mean, Jokic didn't have a vote, but Shaq took issue with big play Shannon Sharp last night. So
they went at it, man.
Shannon Sharp woke up smiling this morning because he's got a lot more followers and a lot more viewers of his podcast. So a week or two down, I'm sure Chuck Barkley will mend the fences between the two of them.
Oh, they'll be all right. Those two, they'll a lot of times they say it because they know it's going to help each other out.
Oh,
they were probably
They were
probably texting last night, each other laughing about it.
But then I saw Shannon's about ready to sign a multi-year extension with ESPN. So Shannon's got a lot to smile about.
Yeah, he does. I like Shannon Sharp, man. Stephen A. Smith. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, what are you talking about? I think, and I'm not knocking. I mean, I applaud everybody for their craft, what they do. Sometimes it gets irritating, but I love Shannon, man. Shannon does a great job. Shaq does a great job. I mean, Stephen A. Smith does a good job when he stays in his lane.
The thing I like, the thing that cracks me up about Stephen A. Smith is Stephen A. Smith has a whole other viewership out there because he's on General Hospital.
I didn't even know he was on General Hospital.
He plays on General Hospital. So you'll see people, they comment and be like, oh my gosh, it's Brick from General Hospital when they see Stephen A. Smith. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He plays Brick from General Hospital. So it's so funny because you'll see people comment and be like, why is Brick from General Hospital on ESPN? People don't even realize that, that
because it's two different spaces.
It is so
altogether.
wild.
I didn't know he was on a soap opera, man.
Yep. When he was a kid growing up, him and his family and his mom used to watch General Hospital every day growing up, and that was his dream, was to
be on a soap opera.
Be in Port Charles. And then they asked him to be on the show. So I'm still waiting for that. So General Hospital, Frank Valentini, give me a ring. I'm more than happy to come on General Hospital.
I love it.
It's my show.
We're eventually going to get Nick on there if he gets rolling in there. We got up to our first break already.
We're getting close.
Yeah, here, let's try now.
See if we can get him on there.
Gentlemen.
There we go.
Hey.
We got Nick the Quick. Are you on live?
Good morning. We are. Let me turn around. I'll show you. So I got the outdoor press box rolling today because that's the view that we're going to have today that you can somewhat see on the video stream here at Warner Park. Gentlemen, I just had to join in and say happy Mother's Day to my mom as well. Raff, I love how there's no plans this weekend. That's definitely Raff-esque, so I appreciate that. But guys, it's a beautiful morning for some state baseball, and I appreciate you guys being willing to cut the show 1 hour early so that way I can hop on at 9 a.m.
being willing, we want you to hop on at 8 so we can go golf.
I know, son. It was a little chillier this morning. There was some wind out here, but the good thing is I'm in a wind blocker out here. So I don't know. There's something pure about being outdoors and calling baseball. So you're really in the environment. The press box can kind of be weird because when the windows are closed and you hear everything going on outside, there can be this awkward silence over the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And let's hope that's not the case today.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, I got to ask, did you shave today? Because your facial hair is popping.
I shaved yesterday before the show, in fact. So when you saw me yesterday morning, that my beard was this length, probably a little bit shorter yesterday.
Maybe it's just the light or whatever. You look like a model.
It's the golden hour, right? And obviously, I mean, this is the oldest trick in the book is when you don't want to get up and style your hair and look presentable, you just throw on a hat. And that's what I did this morning. So here we are. But no, it's good. It's a beautiful day at the ballpark. Kicking off state baseball, Lincoln East and Millard North. Lincoln East was here when I rolled in at about 7:40 this morning.
Oh, wow.
Millard North just got here about 10 minutes ago. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The number 1 seeded Spartans have been warming up for quite a while. I'm sure. I mean, what the usual process is you'll do a pregame routine at your high school and then bus or ride over caravan style or together. Lincoln East probably got here quite a bit earlier because they took a bus up here.
Right.
Millard North probably took their vehicles. So.
And Millard North is not very far at all from Warner Park.
No.
So, Nick, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah, then I'll get out of here because I didn't want to interrupt too early.
No, you're not interrupting at all.
You're good, brother.
You're good.
I did not want to interrupt too early. I heard the way Raff said, "Oh, he's here already." When Josh said that I was on the line, so I just figured maybe Raff didn't want to talk to me this early.
I always want to talk to you.
He thought he was going to get a vacation from me today. Yeah.
Hey, Nick, it's like when guests get your house early. Oh, you're here already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
no, I
Nick's
promise.
here.
I'm excited to see you. I promise. We're good. Come on in. Make yourself at home. What's up, Raffy?
All right. So I know you're fairly familiar with Werner Park. Your
That is
PPB,
possible.
what is your go-to at Werner Park if there's people driving up to watch the games?
So I'll be honest. When I'm here for other reasons, I don't participate in the concession stand food. Here, though, last year at this time for the state tournament, they gave us these like Warner bucks. It was kind of like the fake money or whatever for the concession stand. I remember the chicken tenders being. I can remember it was like 4 or 5 chicken tenders, a side of fries, and a dipping sauce, and it was like $8. So. Normal inflation, I'm sure it's gone up. But I would say that, stay away. Okay, I got to be careful here. Stay away from like pizzas, hot dogs. Last night at the Storm Chasers game, it was $3 hot dogs. What a night! What a time to be alive. But today, I'm guessing that's not going to be the case. So I don't know. I'd say the chicken tenders, but also you can eat before you come, and it'll probably be a fraction of the price. So
$3 dogs. $3
dogs. It was $3 dogs, $3 beers. Place was popping last night. Storm Chasers beat the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. That's why. So last year they changed the scheduling.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
They're the AAA affiliate of the Miami Marlins, but so that's why they had to change the schedule. Last year the Storm Chasers didn't have a home series during the state tournament, at least the first weekend of the state tournament. This year. They obviously do, as the Storm Chasers' first pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. tonight. So that's why they've kind of had to divert and change up the high school schedule, where there's 2 games here in the morning at Warner. There's also 2 games, I believe, going on at the same time at Tal Anderson Field for Class A. And so where last year it was just 4 games in a row, all of them at Warner, so we were able to have all 4 games on the ticket. But this year we had to kind of choose a location, and since there's 2 Lincoln teams playing here at Warner, we had to definitely come out to Warner because we got Lincoln East starting us off, and then Lincoln Southwest will be the second Lincoln team playing up later today.
Awesome.
It's going to be a good matchup, man. You got some good games today, man. Nick, for the people that want to tune in, obviously it's going to be here, but let them know your tune-in times here in the station, man.
Yeah, so it's going to be similar to state basketball, where in between matchups we're going to throw back to the station, and Rico and the guys will be able to fill it in. I appreciate them a ton. They're a huge part of this. Obviously, the folks hear me, but everybody going on back at the station, Rico, Bach, Austin, all those guys are really what makes this thing go. And so we'll get going. I'll let you guys. I want you guys to go until 9 a.m. or 8:55 or so. We'll come back here. We'll get starting lineups going, tell you about the starting pitchers for each side between Millard North and Lincoln East. And then 9 a.m. is first pitch is scheduled for. And then following that one, it's 11:30 a.m. tentatively. Now, I mean, being honest and realistic here is last year, there's first game was between a number 1 seed and number 8 seed. At that time, it was Millard West was the 1 seed and Grand Island was the 8 seed. Millard West beat them, I think, like 15-0. So it was over within a snap of the fingers. So we'll see what happens in this first one. 9 a.m. though is first pitch scheduled for between the 29-1 Lincoln East Spartans and the 11-17 overall Millard North Mustangs. And then following that one, I think it's scheduled for about 20 or 30 minutes after that one. It'll be Millard South and Lincoln Southwest here from Warner Park. So field looks great. Gates, they got a little mad at a couple of us because we got here, I guess, a little bit before we were supposed to. But here's the deal. We're pumped. We're pumped up. It's going to be a good time at the ballpark later today and for the next week or so.
Love it, man. Love it. Nick,
Awesome,
calling out
boys.
great. Nick will come in about 8:57. And that's done for you guys to drive. It's on for me now.
Yep. Good thing Nick's here. We booked a tea time, Pioneers, 8:35, and I think it's time for our first break so we can get out of here. I appreciate you guys. I'll let you go. I thank you for letting me join, and we'll talk to you in about 30 minutes.
That sounds good, Nick. Thanks a bunch, folks. Again, tune in at 9 o'clock. Nick will be calling the state high school basketball games, baseball games. Basketball's over. The baseball games.
Hello.
He does that too. He'll be calling that today and also next week as well. We'll be right back after these messages. It's Friday. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the Elway Power Sports Customer Expo, May 10th and 11th. There will be giveaways and free food, half-price tires, and factory rebates as large as $2,500. Used inventory price to sell, parts and accessory specials too. Register for the John Elway football giveaway and get a chance in the money machine with a new vehicle purchase. Factory and aftermarket reps will be on site for the event. The Customer Expo at Elway Power Sports, May 10th and 11th, just south of I-80 on 27th Street. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Hey Husker fans, whether you're looking for some baseball gear, graduation gifts, or some new Husker apparel, Alumni Hall delivers your ultimate Husker shopping destination. Shop top brands like Adidas, Peter Millar, Columbia Golf, and more. Join the Alumni Hall Pass rewards, and for every $150 you spend, you'll earn $10 in reward bucks. Nebraska students and faculty and all military receive 10% off with every in-store purchase with ID. Come see us at Alumni Hall, P Street, South Point Pavilions, or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, it's where Huskers shop.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com Choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with a light breeze. Afternoon high expected around 76. Tonight, mainly clear skies with an overnight low around 48. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return to go along with light winds. An afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Scissors and Scotch has opened their Lincoln location at 30th and Yankee Hill. Don't settle for an ordinary haircut. Go above and beyond at Scissors and Scotch. Scissors and Scotch provides your classic haircut service with optional membership discounts. From now until June 6th, Scissors and Scotch is offering the Founders Reserve Special for those who want massive savings. Learn more or book your appointment by visiting scissorsscotch.com or check out Scissors and Scotch's brand new location at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, and this second segment is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage doors need maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. All right, we're back. Last night, NBA basketball. All I can say is one thing. That's why they play the game.
Exactly. I mean, the NBA playoffs, in my opinion, I mean, they've just been stellar this year. And I know people will talk about how they only try in the playoffs, right? The regular season, it is what it is. But you're seeing the best in the world go at it on the best stage. And the fan environments, like I was watching the Oklahoma City game and everybody's just showing up in blue. The support's incredible. I mean, you're seeing these cities rally around these teams because if you look at a lot of the teams that are left, they haven't won in a while. Okay, take Denver out of it, take Boston in their 18, but the Knicks haven't won since 72. The Thunder have never won. I mean, Minnesota's never won, and they're a miracle story right now. So it's super exciting to see buzz around these teams in the league.
Yeah, Like, man, what I like yesterday, I just came out and said it. I was just like, there's no way the Cavs beat the Celtics. Celtics are sweeping. They're just a much better team. And then what happens? Donovan Mitchell comes out, goes on a heater. Next thing you know, Celtics are getting absolutely destroyed and at their home court. So now all of a sudden, you're looking at Cleveland now, and Cleveland's thinking to themselves, all right, well, we got one here. We're able to maybe catch a couple at home, get one more at home. And then all of a sudden, that's just one of those games where I think Celtics are going to look back at. I think they actually in the first round, they dropped a game like that too, where they just got blown out. And man, that was crazy last night. I just did not think Cleveland has the firepower to hang with Boston, but Boston just they were lethargic last night. There wasn't a lot of movement. It was rough.
Something when I talk NBA with a lot of my friends and people are like, why has Boston struggled? Why did they choke in those NBA finals a few years ago? And as much as I love Jason Tatum, as much as I love Jaylen Brown, and they truly do run the league, they make this thing go. The ISO play is what kills you. It's the same thing if you look at the Phoenix Suns. You have three guys that are built the same way, both needing to have the ball in their hands, and Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker. It's the same thing with Boston. And when you're not able to work off your other teammates, that's where you have issues, right? Now, obviously, they have guys like Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis is hurt.
Yeah, they need to get him back.
But Brown and Tatum need the ball in their hands to be successful. And sometimes when you just have two of those forces of basketball players, right? Forces of talent like that are of that same build, it can have a little trouble because, look at Golden State. You had a shooter and a ball handler and then a pure shooter and a defender. And that's why that guard tandem works so well.
Yeah.
So that's my take on Boston.
Yeah, and Boston's got to shoot better also. And then you need that Derek White, he's been key for them. Only I think he had 10 points last night. You need more out of Boston. But I give all the credit in the world to the Cavaliers last night because I didn't see it. Like after watching that first game, I was like, they're just not going to be able to keep up with Boston. But Evan Mobley stepped up last night. He had a gigantic game. What was it, like 26, 10, and 5?
Yeah, so he had 21 points, 5 assists, 10 rebounds, 9 of 15 shooting, 1 for 2 from 3. And then you had Donovan Mitchell, 29 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 10 of 19 from shooting, 5 of 7 from deep. And then off the bench, Karis LeVert, 21 points, 27 minutes, 6 boards, 9 of 17 shooting. And I think what makes Cleveland so great is they kind of run that same system. Again, we're not comparing to college ball, but like, for example, when you have rank massed, right, with Nebraska ball, you have a versatile big that can handle, that can shoot. And that's what you have in Evan Mobley. So you can stretch the floor. And it's good to see Donovan Mitchell being put in these spots and succeed. Because I felt like in Utah, the only time we really got to see him pop off was in the bubble. So you could put an asterisk next to the COVID bubble. Some people
You'll have LeBron coming in here beating you up.
Yeah, he very well could.
That title counts.
Yeah, but it's also it's great to see him doing his thing. I just think in Utah he was not surrounded by the right people, and going to Cleveland in a system where the big man is just as involved in scoring, shooting the ball from deep or mid range just as much as the other guys, right? And I think when LeBron left, people thought Cleveland was going to take a steep dive, which for a couple of years they did.
Yeah.
But they figured it out rapidly, and they're doing it. Obviously, Darius Garland and Isaac Okoro, you're seeing those draft picks come to fruition, right? So that's just a credit to management at that point.
Yeah, no. And Sanderson, you're right. It's like Boston's hard to trust. I still think they take the series, but man, they're scary. And then they have another down game. Next thing you know, Cleveland's like sitting there like, all right, now we just get, maybe a bad call, which happens often. And lucky shot, something like that. Next thing you know, Cleveland's walking away, winning that series, but I still am going Boston. Now we skip over to the next game. We got the Mavericks and OKC, my favorite team. I think my favorite team. I might be a Minnesota Timberwolves fan too now. But
we can't blame you.
I kind of hop around a little bit.
Yeah.
But this was another game last night. I thought Oklahoma City at home, younger, fresher, even though Why am I forgetting the point guard's name all of a sudden?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nah, that Mavericks.
Oh, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, why am I forgetting that? I kept thinking Jokic, but Luka Doncic, I'll tell you what, he earned from me mad respect last night. Absolute warrior. I mean, his knees are hurt. You can see him bleeding through the pads. And then at the very beginning of the game, he takes a header off the court, bounces his face off the court. And the whole game, he's like playing with his, I'm sure he has loose teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing with his teeth the entire game. And he was coming down court the one time chasing or dribbling the ball, and his knee gives out on him. And he can barely run. He's limping around the court, catches the ball out on the flank and drills a three. I was like, this dude's a warrior. The problem with Luka now is, it's like, how much more does he have? I mean, is he able to keep to play the way he played last night, but also deal with these injuries? I don't know why when I watch him, he reminds me of Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills quarterback. It just seems like he puts everything on his shoulders. But man, he's one heck of a good ball player. I like watching him. Oklahoma City last night, SGA. That guy's a freak.
Oh, yeah.
He is a freak.
33 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 13 of 24 shooting.
Yeah, just, man, that guy, he is so, like, just watch him. He's so smooth. He's so fluid. The way he gets to the hoop, I mean, just, he's fun. He's fun to watch. He's definitely, the NBA is definitely in one great spot for the future because they have got so much young talent right now and they're successful young talent. They're getting their teams in spots where they need to be. But yeah, I think OKC, they're going to look back on that game too, the same way that it's like you're giving away home games like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also throw credit to Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I mean, he took a step back last night. Like his shooting was, I think he came out, he was like 1 for 5 to start the game.
Yeah, finished 2 for 8.
Didn't really have a successful shooting night, but the way he facilitated his passing and his defense, tenacious defense, I think he had like 3 times where OKC was going to the hoop and he does that little swat thing where he hits the ball off the person as they're going up for the layup.
Yeah.
And they knock it out of bounds. But man, he's playing some good, very unselfish basketball right now. But it's just, as I look at the Mavericks, I just don't know what Luka, just how bad is he injured? Like, I mean, he was limping.
Yeah.
But then he comes back. It's like, okay, he's okay. And then so I think it'll just be something you'll just have to watch the entire series.
As someone that grew up when they first started watching basketball, being from Chicago, the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau was our coach with D Rose. And he would only play a 7-man rotation. And he still does that with the New York Knicks, right? Very limited. Guys are going to play the full game. So you're kind of on edge watching the Mavericks. First off, they have given us an argument for best first round series. And right now it could be the best second round series in terms of how the Mavs are playing. But what they've figured out that I love, and like you mentioned this, how Kyrie and Luka can bounce off of each other. It's not too often that you take 2 guards that really thrive on having the ball in their hands and they don't have to feed off of each other. Some nights they might go out and both get 20 plus points. And then like last night, Luka's going to go out there and drop 29 and Kyrie Irving's going to have 11 assists. The one thing you just have to wonder is who's that X factor, that third guy on offense that can get it going. And last night, obviously it was PJ Washington, 29 points, but is PJ Washington the kind of guy that can do that?
Yeah, I didn't see that
every other night. Can he put up 15, 20 points? That's the question. I like the physicality of Daniel Gafford on the boards. Watched him when he was younger. I think he's a huge asset for them, 13 points. But
I was laughing with that last night. He hurt his wrist on the backboard. I was like, yeah, I wish I had that problem.
Yeah. But it's a team that's set up for success. I love the fact that Jason Kidd is coaching them. It goes back to your roots. I love when you bring guys that spend a lot of time in the organization and, Jason Kidd was starting point guard in the 2011 championship. But OKC has so much youth for so many years. I mean, they've fleeced the Clippers with the SGA trade and Paul George. And their whole young core. I got to watch them against the Sacramento Kings. I think it was April 9th. Gosh, he is so smooth. SGA.
Oh, he's so good.
And it's a team that they just feed off each other really well.
And then I was wondering too last night, like Mark Cuban, I know he sold his like controlling stake of the team to the Adelson Group out of Vegas there. But I know he still runs the day-to-day. They don't show him on television as much as they used to.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
I was waiting for my Mark Cuban viewing last night, but they never showed him. I know, even though I know he's not the main owner no more, but I know he's still there. So tonight we've got, oh boy, at 6:00, we got Rico's New York Knickerbockers versus the Indiana Pacers of Indiana in Indiana. Does Indiana still play at Market Square Arena? That's probably been a few years ago.
Yeah, and then it was like Bankers Life Fieldhouse, whatever the arena they've been playing in for at least like 15 years.
I think I went back to the 90s there with but yeah, so you got the Knicks tonight. The all eyes tonight will be on Brunson, the Brunson burner, if he'll be able to, what he has, did his injury, has it, did it swell up, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I think he plays. I think he plays and plays well. But now Indiana's at home, so now all that home court advantage. I would assume Spike will be there tonight, though.
Oh, totally.
He's not missing a game.
The big thing you have to watch out for New York, and I kind of mentioned it a few minutes ago about Tom Thibodeau, is the wear and tear of your players.
Yep.
He expects a lot out of them. I mean, Josh Hart, I think it was the first time since Jimmy Butler in 2017 played X amount of complete games this year, 48-minute games. I think it was 4, something like that, combined with the regular season and playoffs. So you go back to the Jimmy Butler days in Chicago. And it's just one of those things as a Knicks fan, I think you are on the edge of your seat every night because you understand the duress that these players are undergoing.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I had to gain my composure here. I'm okay. All right. So we're back. Yeah. Let's throw it to break. Let's throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Keep summer green with Judson Baleen and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
RC's Boxing Production is proud to present the new prospects at the Complex. Come enjoy a show of Lincoln's best professional and amateur boxers on Saturday, May 25th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You won't want to miss this event. It's the new prospects at the Complex on Saturday, May 25th at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right off of Cornhusker Highway.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern.
Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty in pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Matt Knight, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through May 14th is the revealing of the Mystery Box promotion, a $225 value for only $99. That includes 3 8-ounce fillets, 2 4-ounce fillets, 4 New York strips, and 4 8-ounce sirloins. Also, 15% off wine and chocolates for Mother's Day. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Blecker and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Have a passion for the outdoors? Nebraska Game and Parks is seeking seasonal teammates. Work in scenic state parks, contribute to vital research projects, and care for our natural spaces. Seasonal staff assist with special events, provide customer service to outdoor enthusiasts, and make a difference for conservation. Join the adventure at outdoornebraska.gov. Apply online today. Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to The Drive here on 93.7 The Ticket. I am Rico filling in for Raff and AD. They had some business to go attend to, so they had to dip out real quick. So I'm stepping in here with Josh. Josh, this is not the first time we've done a small segment together, I don't believe. Is it? Or is this the first time?
No, it's been a minute. We did state basketball 2 Marches ago.
The fill-in segments.
That was my first on-air experience with the ticket. So we're coming back. We're getting sentimental.
Look at that. State sports. That's why.
And look at us now.
Now look
We
at
made
us.
it.
Now look at, and you're leaving.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, and now you're just like, yeah, I'm out. That's cool.
Love
you
the
got your
ticket.
on-air experience and ticket. And you're like, you know what? No, I'm gone.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it was.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it was. You're like, you know what? Never mind.
Actually, Rico's the reason I'm leaving.
I would honestly don't blame you.
It's okay. It's tough. I know you're hard on me when I come in.
I don't blame you. Look, I have to be.
I know.
Everybody else is so nice to you. The
Rico just
early break is so nice to you, so I got to make sure I got to beat down your spirit.
Hey, they think I'm mailing it in.
Oh man, sir. I know that your team isn't in the NBA playoffs, but my team is in the NBA playoffs.
So I'm excited for your team.
I understand that we're going to get to high school baseball. Nick did say that he can join whenever we want him to, so I'm sure he's on there kind of waiting for us. But he's going to talk about a whole bunch of high school baseball coming up in the next couple of minutes anyways.
I think we got him.
Do we have him? Nick Sainert, are you coming to us live from Warner Park? Is that where he's at, or is it Tallahassee today?
Hello?
There he is.
Yes. Yeah, we're at Warner.
You're at Warner today?
Yeah.
All right, we
Rico,
got
I
the
didn't
one
wanna take
seed,
your
the
NBA
Lincoln East
thunder.
Spartans today, correct?
Yeah, it's number 1 Lincoln East against number 8 Millard North. So Spartans going with Carter Mick on the mound. 1.15 earned run average, 7-0 on the season. Carter Mick is. So pretty good arm on the mound there for Millard North. They're going to go with Carson Obrecht, 3-3 on the season, a little over 3.5 runs given up per outing for him. So it's going to be a good pitcher matchup. I mean, Lincoln East is so dominant everywhere on the field. So it's going to be a tall task for Millard North, but I think they're ready to go. So we'll see what happens.
Now, Nick, you're talking about the pitching matchup, right? But can you tell us about, I think it was the 4 or 5 hitters that Lincoln East has that are all batting over 400?
Yeah. So I mean, you have, okay, so let's just start first. So starting hitting as the designated hitter today, 9th in the batting lineup, it's Carter McPeak, 484 on the season, 1 home run, 13 RBIs. Another one is AJ Avasco, future Kansas State player. Doesn't hit over 400, doesn't hit over 300, hits 212 on the season, 8 home runs, 52 RBIs for the future Wildcat. You also have, let's see here, on the Jeter Worthley hitting 426, home run, 19 RBIs driven or runs driven in this season. Joey Senstock, the future Husker, is hitting 405 with 3 home runs. They are deadly throughout their entire lineup. Jeter Worthley is their leadoff guy. And you don't see very often a guy that does all the things Jeter does. I mean, everything well. So because we saw him use like this bunting ability last year in the state tournament. We saw him use his wheels on the base pass. He's a guy that if Carson Obrecht allows to get on base, it's going to cause fits. And it's almost, I don't want to say a given run, but at least a given that he's going to end up at least in scoring position at some point, because his ability on the base pass is something that kind of goes, not very talked about throughout the course of a ball game in a season.
We talk about Lincoln East as being, obviously the 1 seed, one of the more dominant teams in the state.
Yeah.
But they're not the only Lincoln school in the state tournament.
No, it's Lincoln Southwest, man, and we're going to see them shortly after 11:30 or around 11:30 a.m. this morning. Lincoln Southwest comes in as the 5 seed, 18-9 on the season. They'll face off against a team that's been here 44 times in their program history, the Millard South Patriots. That's right, 44. I was reading through the program earlier today, and the Millard South has the most state tournament appearances in the entire Class A state of Nebraska, however you want to phrase it. 44 times have the Patriots been to the state tournament. They're 22-9. We talked about him yesterday. Cam Kozal graduated from Millard South, so they had to replace him, but they're back as the 4 seed. Lincoln Southwest, the 5 seed, led by head coach Mitch Vernon, as they have been for the last couple of years. Got a good couple of guys on their team as well. Braylon Lewis is hitting 500, but in a small number at bats. You have Jackson Moore, who's hitting 370 almost. You have multiple guys. Trent Buddha, who's hitting 387. Lincoln Dush, 333. Caden Ransom at 306. So it's going to be, It's similar to what we talked about with the college game yesterday, Rico, on the show. The hitters are a lot more consistent at this level than the pitchers are. If you're Carter Mickery, especially Carson Obrecht in this game specifically for Millard North, all you're telling your guy, if you are head coach Bob Lavach, you're saying just throw strikes, let our defense work, and let's hope our offense picks us up a little bit.
And then one last question, Nick, before we send it out to you. You talk about the powerhouse in Lincoln East and Southwest and Miller South have the opportunity to go up against them if Lincoln East wins. Is there really anybody in this Class A bracket that has a chance to take down Lincoln East, in your opinion?
It is the Millard West Wildcats. I like so last year was obviously the 2 seeds and the the 2 seed which is Millard West certainly has the opportunity, but I think Lincoln Southwest is a team that could potentially do it. I think Millard South is the only team that's actually beaten the Lincoln East Spartans this season. So I think you have that point to kind of make as well. But Millard West is just as dangerous. And unfortunately, we're not going to get to see them play for a couple of days just because they're over at Tally Anderson Field. They'll face off against Elkhorn South at 9 a.m. this morning over at Tally Anderson Field, the home of the UNO Mavericks. But Millard West, you got multiple Division I players there. Nick Van Tyker, who hit a grand slam in the opening game last year against Grand Island. He's still on that roster, the future Creighton Blue Jay. You have Tyson Lewis, who's going to be drafted to the major leagues in this upcoming draft. He's supposed to go to Arkansas. Don't think that's actually going to happen. I would predict that Tyson Lewis is going to be in a Major League Baseball uniform, or at least an affiliate uniform, this coming fall and next spring. So when you look at some of the teams, I think those are the ones. Millard South, just because they have beaten Lincoln East. Lincoln Southwest, just because you're familiar with them from being from the same city. And then obviously Millard West, who was the team that fell in the state title last year to the Lincoln East Spartans. Lincoln East coming off of their first state championship in school history last year. So, guys, it's going to be a good one. I'm going to get out of here. I'll join you in a couple of minutes. Appreciate all you guys do, and we'll talk to the folks soon.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you, Nick. There he is, Nick Sainert, calling Class A state baseball action. Coming up next on the ticket. That's going to do it for the drive. That's going to do it for Josh and myself, as you will hear a lot of Nick over the next couple of hours as he brings you Lincoln East baseball. I don't know why I just spaced on the Lincoln East and Millard North right now, coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket. So keep it tuned here. We're out. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Sandhills Global is hiring.